My name is Tyler Carlson, and for my whole life I've traveled the country to look for and photograph snakes. This time I'm continuing my trip in the state of Florida looking for the Everglades rat snake. It should be an amazing trip. Let's see what happens in the state of Florida.
Alright guys, so I just pulled into the next place that I'm going to be doing some herping. It's a new locality for me here in South Florida. We'll look around and see what we can see. I'm looking for Everglades rat snakes and eastern diamondbacks. So hopefully it's a great night. We'll see what happens. Alright guys, I'm stoked about this. I just cruised a new lifer for me. It's a snake I've never seen before. It's right here on the road. I'll show you what it is. Oh man, seeing that rough green snake was so cool. It's so special when you get to come out and see something that you weren't necessarily expecting to see, but it's still a species that you've never seen before. Such a huge treat to see that rough green snake, and it was cool to be able to see it go. Alright guys, so I just road cruised my next snake here at this really cool Florida place I'm at. And check this out. Woo! There he goes. It was a really nice Florida cottonmouth. I'll see if I can't get him to show you guys. Alright guys, so this is a Florida cottonmouth. They're poisonous snakes, and what he's doing right now at me, he's actually doing what's called gaping, where they'll open their mouth real wide and they'll show you the white inside of their mouth that they're named for. Right now he's being real calm and real cooperative with me. He let me get some good pictures of him. Now I'll just see if I can't show him to you a little closer. Let's see here. This is the cottonmouth. He's a large-bodied snake. Woo! Ooh, that was feisty. Got a little weak strike at me there, but I don't know if you can see him or not there. But that's a nice Florida cottonmouth. That's a really cool snake that's special to this area. So, let's see here. I'm going to take some more pictures of this guy and let him go. Alright guys, so here's another really cool, really special snake that I've been finding out here in Florida. It's a corn snake. They're really, really cool. They're really just gorgeous orange and red colors with nice black outlines around their red crossbands. And they have this really cool black and white checkered belly. I don't know if you can see that, but anyway, here's this corn snake guy right here, and we'll shoot some pictures of him and we'll let him go. Hey buddy. What's up guys? So I just stopped to check out another snake in the road, and it was a little Florida water snake. It was pretty cool, but I wanted to let it go down by the water, and I dropped it in the water, and I looked up, and like maybe 2 feet in front of me was this big gator. I'll show you him. He's sitting right here. Right in that water. Woo! Big old gator. So long story short, I'm gonna leave that guy alone. Keep driving down the road looking for snakes. Woo! Alright guys, so this next snake is a non-poisonous coral snake look-alike called the scarlet king snake. And these things are so rare for this area. They're so beautiful. This tricolor, red, black, and yellow. So red touches black, friend of Jack, you know is non-venomous. If the red was touching yellow, you know it would be a coral snake, which is a venomous snake. I am so excited that I found one of these. I was not expecting to find one until much later in the trip where they're more common. But the fact that I found one down here makes it so much sweeter. So I'm gonna shoot some video and photos of this guy and we'll let him go. Alright guys, so this snake is really cool. It's really special. It's called an Everglades rat snake. This is a snake I've been looking for really hard for this whole trip, and I'm so excited that I got to see one. What's cool about them is that they just turn all orange. So as they're born, they have a little bit of a pattern on their back, and then when they get bigger, they just turn solid orange. This one still has a bit of its juvenile pattern, so it looks a little bit faded, but when this thing gets to be about 5 feet long, he'll be beautiful. It's such a special snake. Alright guys, so South Florida was absolutely the time of my life. I saw so many snakes. I saw just about every single target that I had, including scarlet king snakes and Everglades rat snakes. But now it's time for me to go ahead and move on up in the state. So I'm up here in Ocala National Forest now, looking for eastern diamondbacks, Florida pine snakes, and just whatever else I can see. So hopefully we have a good time. I'll keep you updated on what I find. Alright guys, so out here in Ocala, my first snake I found was quite a special treat. I'll show him to you here. This is an eastern coral snake. They're similar to the scarlet king snake that we found in South Florida, except this guy is extremely toxic. The scarlet king snake is actually designed to mimic this snake. But the way you can tell the difference is, unlike the scarlet king snake, this snake is red on yellow, kill a fellow, instead of red on black, friend of Jack. So this is a really special snake. They're really beautiful. They're also one of the most venomous snakes around. They have neurotoxic venom, which actually attacks your nerves and will actually destroy your respiratory drive. And that's how it kills you. Anyway, this is a really special snake. It's a snake that deserves a lot of respect. I'm going to photograph and video him a little bit more and let him go. Well guys, good news is I just saw my first snake of the day. Bad news is he got away before I could take pictures, but he was a black racer, and they're kind of cool. They're a usually pretty stinking aggressive snake that's very quick to get away, and they move just very straight. It's amazing to me that a snake can move so fast in such a straight line, that's just a seeming straight line. So I didn't get a hold of that guy, but if I get a hold of another one, I'll show you what they look like. Alright guys, so I didn't see any more snakes on my little hike, and it's just getting too hot, way too hot to see anything. So I am actually going to take us towards town for a little bit of a surprise, so I'll show you that in a bit. That was actually such a cool experience. I really had a fun time at that zoo. It was a little bit of a smaller zoo than I was expecting, but I did really appreciate their reptile collection because they actually had specimens of local animals instead of just a completely exotic collection. So kudos, Central Florida Zoo. I think you could always have more local animals in any zoo. I think that's a big thing. And then how funny is it that I found this little, I'll show you this. I found this little black racer right in the zoo.
So you can even herp in a zoo. Who would have thought? So I'm gonna head back out to Ocala. It might be pouring rain there, and that might ruin things, but we'll see how it goes. We'll check it out. All right, guys, I'm so excited about this. This is a lifer that it's an animal I've never seen before. It's something that's totally cool. So I'm gonna show you. I'll get some pictures and video, and then we'll keep going. But check this out. This is so cool. Is this little guy. They're called pygmy rattlesnakes, and they're so stinking awesome. This guy is black with, let's see, black spots and an orange belly, or an orange stripe on the back. It's just phenomenally beautiful. There's a car passing me now, but I'm gonna take some more pictures of this guy and some more video, and then I'm gonna let him go. So I just finished shooting that pygmy rattlesnake, and I looked down the road and realized maybe 100 yards behind me there's this big black bear. So I'm gonna try to take out my telephoto and get some footage of him, then I'm gonna get going. Alright, so that was all just the craziest series of events ever. I really got to shoot that pygmy rattler, and then seeing that bear. I know the footage doesn't look telephoto, but that was at 150 millimeters on my 1.5 crop lens, so it's really something like 225, but just still couldn't get a close enough view of that bear. Alright, so really exciting news. I just cruised a new lifer for me. It's something I've never actually gotten to see before. Check this out, it's a gopher tortoise.
Hey, little buddy.
Alright guys, so I just caught my next snake for the day. It's turning into a really good day. Ocala has never been more fruitful, but check it out. This guy is a rough green snake. Just like what I caught down in South Florida, but actually a little bit prettier, maybe a little smaller. So let's see him. Anyway, I'm gonna take some pictures of him and some video of him, and I'll let him go. Woo! So many snakes, exciting! Alright guys, so it seems like the first snake I'm getting greeted by in every new place I go to is a little pygmy rattlesnake. Check this guy out. Here he goes. Anyway, there that guy goes. Just wanted to let you guys know I'm in Brunswick, Georgia, checking out some new places looking for snakes. So hopefully I'll find this eastern diamondback I've been looking for so long on this trip. It's cool to finally see a snake out here, to see a pygmy rattler. I'm gonna keep doing some adventuring, and maybe we'll see some more stuff. I'll keep you updated. Alright guys, so I'm out here in South Georgia, and I caught my next snake of the night here. I've been out cruising for a little while. I saw a bunch of Florida water snakes, and check this guy out. My buddy JJ actually cruised this guy just a couple minutes ago. It's a mud snake. These snakes are so stinking rad, I can't even begin to tell you. They're black on top and red on bottom, and oh man, they're so cool. Alright guys, so mud snakes are such cool and special snakes because they're mainly aquatic, and they're rarely ever seen on land, and for that reason they're fairly coveted by herpers. They almost exclusively eat what's called an amphuma or a siren, and both of those are underwater salamander species.
which makes them an even more interesting snake, that they're so specialized to be able to eat on such aquatic salamanders that are slimy and have a nasty bite of their own. Well, these mud snakes, what's interesting about them is they never really bite, but they do have some incredible teeth to be able to hold on to those salamanders. But they do musk you. They'll kind of do what's called musking, and they'll poop on you. And they also have a little spine on the back of their tail that they'll poke you with. As you can see, they're black on top and just red on their bottom. They're really, really cool snakes. So I'm gonna take some more photos of this guy and then we'll let him go. Alright guys, so out here in South Georgia, I just found my next snake. This guy is really, really cool. Check this out. This is a swamp snake. These snakes are pretty sought after in this area because they're pretty uncommon. But they're black on top and orange or red on bottom, a lot like the mud snakes that are in the area, except these guys stay about this size. They're a lot smaller. These are pretty much leech eaters. They eat small amphibians or invertebrates. But what a cool little snake, huh? These guys are fast. They're little wiggle worms. So anyway, I'm gonna take some pictures of him and shoot some more video, and then we'll let him go.
I never thought that I'd ever have the opportunity to look for snakes as much as I've gotten to the last few weeks in Florida and Georgia. I'm so thankful for all the people involved, and I'm thankful for all the new friends that I've made. I never thought that I'd see as many snakes as I did, ending my trip at 198 snakes. Hopefully, before long, I'll have the chance to come back to Florida.